Hey party people, this is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games, and today I'm going to talk about some of the best art and graphic design of 2018. Now this is every year it's very competitive. There's some beautiful games out there, small, big. I try not to forget them all, but I'm just going to go through a couple real quick honorable mentions, and then I'll get to my 5 that I think are the best. And we're going to start off right away. You'll see some pictures somewhere over here, and maybe quick little clips. I won't, if I don't remember the artist or I can't pronounce them really well, I won't say that. So I just want to let you know that. I'll just kind of show you the game and then we'll be done with it, because some of these we will probably see later on in the year, okay? The first one I want to kind of touch on is this Gorus Maximus. It is one of the most beautiful games, and not only illustration-wise, but graphic design-wise. I have the collector's edition, so this is the reason why I'm talking about it. It has gold foil on the side. Starts right there. Just a beautiful, beautiful presentation. Of course, this is Quachi Moriarty's art. He did Cryptid. He's always doing these cool little things. Trash Pandas. This is no different. The artwork is bold and violent. And this is just a card game, but it is a beautiful, visceral card game, and it should be. It's cutthroat, you know, and I love this art. Crazy bears and people decapitating and stuff like that. It wasn't even necessary, but I want it. And that's Gorus Maximus. Another card game, by the way. Another cutthroat card game. Cogs and Commissars. I did a preview for this one for my blog, JamalayaPlaysGames.com, and I didn't necessarily like the art at first. And then it just got better, because that's why you don't judge things in prototype form. But it went to another level, and I loved it. Hits the theme. So this is like, you know, like revolution, mechanical revolution stuff. And they have these cool little factions that are robotic, and everything just fits. And it kind of has like a layered look to it. And I just like that. It just has a really good presentation. The coloring that you even see here, the background graphic design is just really cool. They did a really good job with this game. Definitely want to give it some love. You will see this game later as well, and that's Cogs and Commissars by Atlas Games. This is a really good game. Oh, Chronicles of Crime, absolutely beautiful game. If you ever played this game, the cards in here actually add to the immersion of the game, and I just like that because it's really beautiful and pop. You feel like you're looking at these criminals. You feel sorry for the kids. They look innocent. Some don't look innocent, and you have the criminals who, you know, look kind of fearsome, and then you also have the ones that look reserved, you know, and I just really like that. It's serious. It looks serious. And that's why this game works, because those are the cards and you're just going to have the app. Those are my honorable mentions. This is Chronicles of Crime. I had to show this one because it does have, the art made an impression for me just because it is cards. Dinosaur Tea Party. This is my 5th one. It is absolutely a beautiful game. These are terror-sized cards, so they're going to take up a big portion of your table. So yeah, it's got these big cards. And the dinosaurs are worth it. They have these kind of animals who are wearing clothing, and they have like little hats on. You got this T-Rex that's so big, and he's got a tiny suit on. You know, they have like a pterodactyl that's I think turquoise, and it just, everything pops. The background pops. The graphic design of like just the card layout at the bottom and those icons, that all matters to me because it's going to dominate your table. So if it's going to dominate your table, please make it look good, right? And they do a very good job with that. I just like the whole color scheme. It all works, and it sells that theme tea party from top to bottom the second you open this box. That's Dinosaur Tea Party by Restoration Games. Absolutely amazing game. I have to talk about Curse Court by Atlas Games. Now, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this game, but you're going to find out about that in another video. This one it's the board. I mean, right away, when you see the board in this game, you got the cards, you got the board, but just the board is laid out, and when it's laid out, you got the 9 pictures of these 9 different people, and it's supposed to be royal. So you're in this court, and you have the jester, you have like this magician-looking lady, you know, you got the Joker. So it's the Joker. You got the king, the queen. They all look so regal and silly and magical. I keep doing this with the lady here. I have no idea why I'm doing that, but you know, they have this. They all just make sense. And when you see them all laid out on this board, you're just like, whoa, I mean, wow, these cards are pretty cool. And they dominate the card, and I just like the line work of this one. I like that the edge of how these characters are, like the edges on this one here. There's something about it. I thought about it. I was like, wow, man, earlier this year, I can't forget this game because it's beautiful and it's fun to play. But that table layout, it's hard to match. It's hard to beat. And that is Curse Court by Atlas Games. Let me tell you something. When you have a game that hits you top 3 this late in the year, and I haven't even played it, that's a big impression. And that one here is The Boldest by Stronghold Games. So last year, Noria came out. This was kind of like the Sophia Wagner's kind of second big game, and that art was really nice. And this one right here is just crushed it. This artist right here, I'm going to have him on the right here below me or next to me. I'm going to pay attention to what they do big time, because this stuff, I mean, just like the pencil-ish work, I'm assuming it's pencil, everybody looks, they're adventurers and cooks and hunters and technicians, but it's like in a very rustic kind of theme, you know, sort of future, but at the same time, you know, you get this like weathered look to them, you know, everybody looks dirty in some form, but you know, like I don't know, dirty, weathered, the animals, you know, they look kind of fierce. Everything just looks so interesting, and the diversity of the art is just right there. You got male hunters, you got minority hunters, you got women of color in there too. I mean, just everybody's in there, and it feels effortless. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm working on unboxing, editing right now, the unboxing. You will see this art for yourself, but I'll show you a couple pictures. This is made a huge impression on me. This is my number 3. I'm not sure what I said with number 4, but this is my number 3. And I can't recommend, man, look at this art. It's just, even the cover is absolutely amazing. And that is The Boldest by Stronghold Games. So my second, my runner-up basically for art and graphic design this year is Lady and the Tiger. It is a small box game, and don't be fooled. The second you look at that presentation, that cover is so beautiful, and it starts with this red and blue. So everything is red and blue, and they take that to another level because it has such a glow to it. And like you have that moon look with the blue. It's not like blue, it's like a moon blue. And then you have the red, which is this bold red. There's actually a card that's like just a mesh of the red and blue, and you're like, wow, even this card that just really just shows the separation. And then you have the lady and the tiger and this grayish one and another card, but the red and the blue match with the expressions of the characters, and just like this, you know, this glowing, beautiful look of the princess, and then the tiger, and then they also have this fierce looking, you know, kind of villainous look to them, and the angry tiger, you know, and that's the way it should be. It actually matches the story. I'm not going to go into the story, but it just makes an impression on me. And it was the most beautiful game that I've owned. It was actually the most beautiful looking game I ever owned. And that's probably why I play it. It has a solitary game in there, but I think that's probably why I go to it, even if with friends at work and stuff like that. But Lady and the Tiger by Jelly Bean Games, you want to definitely stay on the lookout for that one. Beautiful game. All right, party people. This is by far the best looking game on the market probably ever, just because it is, from the second you look at this box and then you open the box and you lay out your character, you pull a character, and it's kind of like pulling a character select screen, you're looking at an introduction to this bold character, and that art's going to be right there. And the second you open it, you lay out the board, and there's beautiful artwork everywhere. And I feel like when I talk about this game, I always say it's like, it could just be a dice chucking Yahtzee game, and that's why people just dispel, you know, they kind of, you know, don't look at it seriously. But when you see it on the table, you're at least going to walk by and ask about it. All right, and then you might want to sit down and play it. And I think that's partially due to how beautiful this game is. And when you play this game, you won't be disappointed. I'll talk about that in another video. But it's just such a marvel to look at. The first game was really nice, had big bold colors, you know, big character, you know, just big character presentation. No, they said, hey, no. For this one, Roxy Games, of course, great for all graphic design and presentation, said, no. We're going to take your work and we're going to put it on steroids. So when people see this game and they see your character, they have this beautiful thematic look to who it is. And then you play the game and it plays like it was that character. And with that, you know, I always pay attention. They have a comic book for this game, and I look forward to all the art that I see here. And that is Dice Throne by Roxley Games. Absolutely amazing game. With that, this is the end of my 2018 art and graphic design of 2018. Fantastic year. So many games that could fight for a spot on this one, but I tried to keep it down to, you know, 8 or so. And that is it. Please like and subscribe. Maybe this video is too long, who knows? Just let me know how you feel. Maybe you have a submission for what you think was the best game as far as visuals go, graphic design, and the combination of both for 2018. Let me know. And with that, thank you for your time, party people. You have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for more of my videos for 2018.